Alright, stream should be live. Scoot that way. There we go. Okay. Hello. How are we? Just gonna make sure that we are, in fact, broadcasting. Yes, we are. And then I'll grab some beans while I'm waiting for people to show up. This is the best pun in the game, by the way. Oh, I also need to tweet this out. I'll do that. Alright, we've tweeted out. I haven't watched the episode yet, Norris. I mean, I know who it is, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm excited. Let's get the mic closer. That's better. Let's do that. That probably sounds better. Alright, since Norris is here, let's get started. We are here in nondescript Pokemon Center on the side of the road, not in a town or anything, ready to head into Brooklet Hill, which is where we will face a water-themed Pokemon challenge. Let's be right. Okay. See, now that I have the webcam, it's going to really bother me if I'm not, like, centered in there. Alright, check down here. Okay, so I don't have anything particularly great against water types, if I remember right. If I remember the totem Pokemon correctly, it doesn't have a dual type that I can exploit. So we'll just have to do our best, like we always do. Everything looking and sounding good stream side? Are we able to hear everything? Am I not? I'm now constantly paranoid that I'm muted or something, because that's happened to me many times. Is that who in the year of our Lord 2017 thinks of this game first, when that was the year of Breath of the Wild? Okay, sounds good? Sounds good. Just checking. Yeah, Mario Odyssey, and the actual best game of that year, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm on a kick. I'm on a Xenoblade kick. Right, so for those of us who didn't tune in last week, we added Gemini the Sableye to our team. Has been doing quite a good job, if I do say so myself. Hopefully we'll see some action there. I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to try, and call me out if I don't, I'm going to try to give everyone at least a little bit of time in the spotlight in every session. Because I feel like, I mean, in particular, just Zorua Zippy has not been up front very much. Speaking of which, let's do that right now. So let's put Gemini up front, because Gemini's the lowest level. Yeah, Ukulele was not a game I particularly enjoyed. I found that while it wasn't as bad as Banjo-Tooie, it still felt like, man, you're not as funny as you think you are, and this is all kind of a pain in the butt to do. I mean, Zippy has kicked a lot of butt when actually in battle. Just that hasn't been very frequently. Anyway, now we can surf. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. What did they change? Did they change the trial somehow? I don't remember the original trial. Man, maybe I should pay more attention to the game. I mean, how should I know? Alright, so we are... Let's see. We are driving these things downstream, hopefully. Ooh, I should check that out. Yeah, are like the Wishy-Washy trained? Oh. Did she do that? I don't remember her pretending. Oh yeah, I know those things. Those are cute. I like them. Brick Break ought to be fine. Yeah. Now another thing that I'm going to have to kind of balance in the same way that I have to balance not going to the Pokemon refresh all the time is that sometimes, like, using a Z move would be complete overkill, but the safe thing to do, like in that situation, there's a possible risk that what if it accidentally is a 3 KO instead of a 2 KO just because of the RNG. And so if I were playing on my own, I probably would have done a Z move, all-out pummeling for that final hit. But that's a long animation that I don't want to have you guys sit through. Hey, it's Dewpider. Sit through in a stream. Let's see, that's what, Water Bug. Let's see how a Sneak does. Yeah, Beard is growing out. It's gotten a little bit wild. I've got a lot of kind of stray hairs going, and I'm not sure if that's just a matter of I need to use more conditioner and beard oil, or if that's just kind of something I gotta live with, or if I need to trim them away or what. Yeah, if I had a more intimidating voice as an English teacher, I would love to like walk up to a student and say, "Read it, boy." But that just kind of gets into my D&D dwarf barbarian voice, and it's not a Kratos voice. Also, I wouldn't intimidate students like that. Psybeam, that's an actual psychic move that doesn't have nonsense. Right? Right? Yes. God of War is a pretty good game. It has a New Game Plus now, right? So I might go back and play that New Game Plus with all the features that make the game actually fun to play, unlocked from the beginning. So Wishy-Washy, I kind of dig. Like, this is one of the Pokemon before it was before the games were released. I was like, oh, that's fun. That's cute, and it turns into something kind of badass, but not overly grotesque. I like it. So like Wishy-Washy, Comfy. I don't know how to pronounce it. Comfey. What's the one that evolves into Wimpod? Wimpod's the Pokemon I'm thinking of. I like Wimpod. Alright, I have knocked out the fish, and now it will float downstream its lifeless body. Can I? There we go. I just heard a little clock noise. What was that? Huh. Hedgie makes an interesting point here. This is a resort island for tourists where you go through a petting zoo and an amusement park, and all the captains do scripted over-the-top performances. And explicitly, like, as part of the text of the game, they are attempting to establish a Pokemon League of their own, which is in and of itself an emulation of the cultural expectations of those offshore. That'll do. So it's definitely interesting to see the ways that I lost my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, it's a neat, interesting dynamic. At least they seem to be having fun, so I'm not going to get too angry about it. Let's switch over. Squidow's a little bit hurt. Switch to Donna with a wing attack. That'll be super effective. Would have gone for Squiddow for Peck, but health was a little bit less. Yeah. So Sith, I'm not sure you're aware, because I was not aware until a couple sessions ago here. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon changed calling for help, in that they can only do it once until you use the red yarn item. That I can never remember the name of. So calling for help is a lot less annoying in the Ultra games. Ooh, and a feint attack, hell yeah. Let's check. Yeah, I could probably get rid of Nightshade. That's going to become less useful, probably. Oh, well, maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm a liar. Didn't we establish this? Didn't we learn this together as a family? Is it just because it's a trial? Is that why? That they can do that? Ooh, nasty. Urgh. But if... Then why did we go through all that rigmarole for, to get the thing for the Carbink? This just turned into a more complicated situation. Let's see here. That's a strong bubble. I know it's raining, but... Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, now this one better not call for help. Nope, we're good. Okay, we'll need to do a couple revivals there. Yeah, it definitely seems like I don't know. You might argue that the more gamey aspects of the first half are now kind of like streamlined, but it definitely does feel like they're going through the motions in a certain way. Hey, I couldn't see it very well, Lana. I was getting to a better position. Don't judge me like this. I don't need this kind of pressure. Yeah, I mean, the use of wild Pokemon in the trials, on the one hand, it shows a relationship and affinity for the natural world that is, I think, part of Alola's whole thing. On the other hand, it is a little bit suspect, even more so than the already suspect premise of competitive dogfighting in this series. So Sean, I haven't watched the Pokemon conference. I just got the highlights, in part because I was like, oh, what if there are Sword and Shield spoilers that I'm trying to avoid in there? I am curious to see how Pokemon Sleep shapes up. I had a couple different thoughts about it. They mentioned that they were like... They compared it to Pokemon Go in a tweet or something about how 2016 got everyone outside with Pokemon Go, and they want to do that for Sleep with Pokemon Sleep, and I just have to think about Sleep being a much less social thing than going outside. And like, yeah, there's such thing as sleepovers, but you don't sleep at those generally. And depending on your age, you might do other things. So, like, as a sleep tracking app, I'll be curious to see what features it has. If it's a sleep tracking app that allows me to transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home, which is the next level above Bank, I guess, well, that's a reason for me to use that particular sleep tracking app. If my Garmin that I wear were able to sleep track and connect to Pokemon Sleep, that would be awesome. So this is pretty dope. Just want to say. It's also a frame rate problem. Okay, so it was originally a totem wishy-washy, at least in original Moon. So totem Araquanid, I believe, is a change. Okay. I can actually handle that better. Because Araquanid is part bug, and I've got 2 Pokemon with flying-type moves. And Donna even has a Flying EMZ, so... Yeah, I mean, this could be difficult, for sure. I mean, it's raining. We've already seen the dangers that come along with that. I think they've done a decent job of building up the possible danger of this battle with the previous ones. And it works as a bait and switch, I suppose. Alright. Supersonic Sky Strike on Araquanid. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's good that it's Bubble and not Bubble Beam. Nice. Alright. Crisis averted. And assuming Totem Lurantis is still a thing, I can probably do the exact same thing to that. Which I remember that one being quite tricky. Yeah, giving it Aqua Jet would have been a major problem, probably. I'm gonna give Donna some refresh, because that was dope. Norris, what is it? No, I was responding to your comment. I was thinking, oh yeah, that would be dangerous, Norris. I agree. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Flying EMZ, you wouldn't have gotten that from in the originals because that was behind a rock that you needed, like Machamp or something, to clear out. Yeah, and it's good that we went back and grabbed Gemini, because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten the Flying EMZ. Alright. Alright. We've got ourselves a level of affection there. Oh! Heck me, because it was so easy. I mean, it's because Donna was originally designed as a single stage evolution and then put in very early in the game. Very surprising surprise. That sure is a convenient excuse not to change the cutscene. Alright, so this is the Watarian Z, I believe. I don't think I have any water moves yet. Hey! There's nothing we need to fish up, right? I believe it. So yeah, fishing has been restricted a bit in this game. They got him out of the way. Now you fish in corners, and that's it, basically, I believe. Like, particular spots that show up. SOS Core Fish for a Crawdaunt. Actually, I'm not opposed to that. Is that accessible at this point, Sean? Callie, I basically start when I get home. And if I need to fit in a workout before that, I will do that. I didn't need to do that today. So, that's why. Sorry for the miscommunication. Pony Island, okay. Yeah, I'm not opposed to SOSing for a Crawdaunt when the time comes. Or Carvana. We could do a Carvana as well. Anyway, have I fought you? Yeah, let's fight him. Callie, you basically missed the water trial at Brooklet Hill with the totem Araquanid. Okay, SOS Umbreon. Still kind of like, I'm not sure I want to do Umbreon. So let's just head towards the state park. Carvana isn't available yet, because that could be useful in the volcano trial. But it's also Pony Island. Why so far away? I don't understand. Alright, see you, Norris. Have fun. Yeah, I mean, so to be fair to the game, they front-loaded a lot of really cool stuff. Like, we had a full team on the first island, which is cool. That said, middle seems to be a bit high and dry. Whoa. Hello, Mr. Mime. Let's get someone else in here. Let's get Radicus in here. Hey, Jack. Oh, man, I want a Durant. Durant. The most exciting of Z moves. Alright, let's go Hyper Fang. Oh yeah, we're good. We're fine. If only I had Super Fang instead of Hyper Fang. Alright, maybe we gotta go special. Who here is a special attacker? Or Gertrude with a poison. Yeah, let's go Gertrude with poison. Oh, where is Houndour available during this session? I'd be into having a fire type on my side. Is it a super rare SOS or Poképelago? Oh snap, I'm actually hyped for having Poképelago. I like... It's like an idle game. But yeah, I will definitely, once Poképella goes, go and set that up. And fingers crossed. There's the poison. Finally, after it's not super useful. Man, I'm excited. You know what I'm excited for with Poképelago is the opportunity to collect beans. I heart beans. Nice. That was a hefty chunk of experience from that Mr. Mime. I don't need that. I mean, if Game Freak were a less shameful, or what is the combination? If Game Freak were shameless, they could very easily make a lot of money on a Pokemon-themed Idol Girls gacha game. That could make them a lot of money if they wanted to, but that's not part of their brand image. Alright, who am I putting up front? Let's see. Let's go with Sippy. Alright, get out of here, Sudowoodo. We don't like you. Man, I hope they port Tokyo Mirage Sessions to Switch, because I don't like playing the Wii U, and I don't have that game. I plugged my Wii U back in for the first time since I moved to this house in last August, and man, the gamepad isn't a very good feeling controller. Well, I mean, they added dialogue, I guess, because the Ultra Recon squad is here. Oh, are we battling? Sure. She seems angry. Alright, and here is a... Okay, original text implied the Sudowoodo were scared of your water Z crystal because they recognized it from Milana. That tracks, that makes sense. So Poipole here is one of the, 5 new Pokemon in this game. I don't remember its typing. I will want to try to get one at some point to complete my living dex, which is currently 5 Pokemon short. I will defend the ice cream Pokemon to the end of my days. Yeah, so the fact that they're introducing Poipole into what appears to be the story makes me hopeful that it will actually play a role. And hell, maybe they'll even justify why it wasn't in the original Sun and Moon. I mean, Sith, Coughing and Wheezing are already poison gas Pokemon. That's, I think, the closest we're going to get to a fart. We're running low on super potions. Alright, Route 6. Straight Street. I already hate it here. Oh, that's good to know, Sean. Thank you. The Miltank acts as a nurse. That's good to know. Sith, a reminder about the swearing filter on the stream here. Let's just throw a bunch of moves at things. Yeah. I mean, I think someone would be like, hey, you know how Magikarp is a dope and not very useful? I like to go one step beyond. Let's go beyond the limits of Magikarp. Anyway, this is a cute battle. I like that they have an Igglybuff and a Jigglypuff. Now, if they were Wigglytuff, that would be an entirely different story. Like, I don't dislike Stunfisk. The number of Pokemon that I actively dislike is 1, and that's Bunnelby. No, that's not Bunnelby, it's Diggersby. Sorry. Diggersby is like the... I don't want to insult anybody by associating them with Bunnelsby. Or Diggersby. Fuck. It's like the junkyard version of Lopunny. What isn't wrong with Diggersby? Everything is wrong with Diggersby. Imagine a Lopunny that had been living in a dumpster and eating trash, and then walked out and didn't clean itself off. That's Diggersby. I mean, I just hate its design. It's an unappealing design. Long story short. And there are some things that are like so ugly that I can be on board. It's like, oh man, this thing is so ugly. I love it. Diggersby is not that. God damn it. Pressed the wrong button. Touchscreen betrayed me. Oh man, Quick Claw Leer. Okay, at least it didn't do anything. Siglift's weird. I don't dislike it. It's weird. Like, I see what they're going for. It's not exactly a Pokemon I would hug, probably, but not against it. Yeah, if they'd connected Siglift to Unknown, that'd be cool. But they didn't. I mean, they were going for Native American cave paintings. That's what they were going for, right? Nazca birds. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Internet. Whereas Diggersby, they were going for like, let's make a huge piece of shit. And they succeeded. Let me out of this grass. Honestly, I would need to pull up a picture of Diggersby to properly explain why I don't like its design. But that would require pulling up a picture of Diggersby, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's intense, Harsh. I can see why they probably wouldn't do that in the final game. You know, I realized I put Zippy up front to get, like, to get Zippy more screen time. And I'm realizing that doesn't really work because of Imposter. So we don't see a whole lot of Zorua action. I'm a fan of Mudsdale. I like Mudsdale. That's violent. Yeah. You know, depending on how you interpret that scene, that Drifloon might have been trying to kidnap Hapu. Yeah, I can see the desire to have the ruins more developed. I also understand, you know, leaving them just kind of a weird mystery. So here's a weird thing that I haven't quite reconciled in my brain still. Alolan Cubone are the same as Cantonian Cubone. But Alolan Marowak are different. Same with Pikachu and Raichu and Alolan Raichu. That's like... it's weird. Like, I get, you know, divergent evolution is a thing, but it also seems like, in the case of Cubone, maybe they couldn't think of an alternate design that they were satisfied with, and with Pikachu, they were like, well, it's Pikachu. Can't mess with that. Could have just been like a surfing Pikachu. Or hell, just give me Pikachu Libre again. Let's put Radicus up front. Do I have Pelago yet? No, I do not have Pelago yet. I have Festival Plaza, but I do not have Pelago yet. I just noticed that a whole bunch of stuff just showed up on there. Oh no, what did Smash Ultimate do to the Pikachu Libre? I guess I didn't play enough Smash Ultimate to know. Like, I know Pikachu Libre would be completely not at all related to Alola, because Libre is, you know, Central America. But any excuse for Pikachu Libre. Oh, this thing's gonna have a bad time. Oh yes, the wonderful detail to Pikachu Libre spandex. What are you afraid of? Alright, and this is Heya Heya, which I choose to believe is named after the sound that a Staryu makes. I think this has some sort of relevance to our activities. Sticker. Alright, I'm not going to check all these buildings. A tunnel enthusiast. I feel like there should be a term for something like that. Don't worry, I saw the sticker. I'm not leaving it alone. Okay, that's something that we will probably do a long time ago. Larvitar in the tunnel, but Larvitar won't be part Dark type until level 55, which is way too late. It is nice that they have made Larvitar available at a reasonable point in the game, and not at the literal end of it. But unfortunately not useful for our purposes. Alright, so we've made a loop. Yes, we are back to the hotel and whatnot. So, I believe we are now gonna head to the Battle Royale area. Battle Royale. Wait, did they let you SOS for a Salamence? Is that what you're implying, Sean? I'm not opposed to catching an Umbreon, even if I'm not going to use one. I have to SOS an Eevee, right? That's ridiculous, Sean. Oh, and here's a hi. Are the EVs available yet? Are they wild? Level 9 Salamence, that's ridiculous. I can't believe that. That's fun. I kind of want to do that at some point if I ever play these games again. EVs are Route 4. Okay. Do we need the red yarn ball thing? So TMs. I don't need those. Okay. 1%. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I might, once we fight Kiawe, depending on timing, maybe we'll chain SOS chain for an Umbreon. Anyway, so this is kind of a resort area, I think. The resort a little bit later. Anyway, here's another one of them long extended tutorials for a slightly different battle system that not many people engage with, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, it's extremely angsty teen. I love this Machamp. That's pretty good too, but the Machamp's great. Angsty teen going into this glitzy arena. Anyway, look who it is. It's the masked something other. I forget. The Masked Royal. Now imagine if the Alolan Pokemon League actually used aspects of the Battle Royale so that they were infusing an element of their culture into this thing that they are appropriating from outside. Alright, so I've done this like 2 or 3 times, because I've gotten to this tutorial in Original and Ultra, and I guess this will be my 3rd. I don't remember how it works, even though we literally just explained it. Man, he's not even using a different Pokemon. Like, be subtle about it, my guy. Oh, look at those frame rates. I can confirm I have 0 dropped frames. The game is just really having a hard time. Let's Hyper Fang. Dartrix. Why not? So again, this seems like something that they had the ambition to do something kind of cool and exciting and new, but technological limitations prevented them from actually realizing that success. I hope that Sword and Shield have some sort of evolution of this that is actually good. I don't know. I can't say if it's actually like bad or anything, frankly, because I think I've never played it outside this tutorial. So. Oh, look at that. We're standing on the gloves. That's fun. Ha! He said fire. It's funny because he's the fire guy. Yeah, bring back rotation battles in Sword and Shield. Make it happen. Oh man, look at that Dutch ankle. Help accentuate the drama. It's actually kind of a cool shot. I'm kind of into it. So yeah, there's kind of a weird, I guess I'm comparing Gladion to Silver a little bit here, wherein they're both kind of loathing about weakness and uselessness when it comes to weakness, but whereas Silver kind of puts all that onto his Pokemon, Gladion seems to be internalizing it. And then yes, nobody is taking it seriously except for me. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, this is like a supermarket, right? Oh yeah, this has kind of a weird purchasing method, right? First off, suspect. Also, wow, the value of Slowpoke Tail has gone down. Remember in like Gold and Silver, there's like $1 million Poke Dollars for a Slowpoke Tail. Isn't it usually 600 for a dozen? Maybe I'm wrong. That is real cheap. So Poke Dollars don't make any sense, I don't think, actually. Because either those chips are 3 cents a bag, or these Poffins are $200. Everything is nonsense. What can we buy? Can we buy anything? Yeah, I figured it was like a yen thing, but a bag of chips for 3 yen is absurdly cheap. And not at all in line with the other prices in this store. Like, everything else is in the hundreds. Everything else is reasonable for yen. 3-cent chips, though. This is ominous. What is what does the Hypno give? Because I'm usually pretty generous when it comes to giving money to random NPCs, but I want to know what it is. Also, how much I need to give. Okay, I feel like there must have been a better move that they could have done as a joke there. Like, foul play? Some sort of deceit-based based move? Okay, so we can get nest balls and timer balls. Don't really need those. Yeah, these all look like normal prices. Oh, okay. So if I do... Man, this is how good of a consumer I am. I haven't paid attention to how expensive repels are, and I think that might have just broken even on what the usual price is. These, however, seem like cheap tourist things. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, let's go to Volcano. How about that? Was that a Murkrow? Yeah. Go, Tauros, go! Fine. See, this is a danger. I get exploring nooks and crannies, and most of them don't really have anything. But every once in a while. Alright. Volcano time. If I remember right, the climax of this trial is one of my favorites. That's wrong. It's incorrect. Sorry, wasn't meaning to pet you. Yeah, so this area is home to Salandit, which, if they are female, can evolve into Salazzle. And allegedly, Salandit has like a 12.5% chance of being... Where's my freaking repels? Of being female, but it's actually much, much lower. Because I remember I've also sought a Salandit. Sought the Salazzle. And man, it took a long time. $11.9 is still a lot higher than what it seemed like it was when I was trying to catch one. Also, I'm very curious how that error came about. That was quick. I mean, the Gandhi Civ error, I know how that works, and I understand. It's like a backwards overflow kind of situation thing. I don't know how you accidentally do 11.9 instead of 12.5. Unless it's typed in as a fraction. Every 87.5 to 12.5 gender ratio got changed to 88.1 to 11.9 in Gen 7. Somehow. That just raises further questions. Alright, so the volcano here, I'm a little confused, to be 100% honest, on the geography here. Because there's like a cave that leads you directly to the top, and then a majority of the volcano is going down, I think? And they act like it was some great feat to get to the top. And like... I don't know, I do not have a solid geographical understanding of how this volcano works in my brain. Bold of you to assume I would get fruit by the fruit instead of fruit by the foot. Or, what I would actually buy, granola bars. Being a tourist attraction volcano does not make it an Assyrian nightmare. Those are two unrelated facts. I mean, granola bars are pretty sugary, let's not lie. But they have more fiber than fruit by the foot. Kadabra! I can get rid of this thing. Real nice. Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, he did it. Disgusting. Also disgusting. What is switcheroo? Nah. Assurance. We talked about assurance, right? It's not what I think. Yeah. No. We don't need it. there's the thing. Oh, it's a photo stop. That's the noise that I heard. That's a pretty decent looking background, by the way. I feel assured, I feel confident, I feel good, I feel strong. It feels right. I am feeling the need for a wardrobe change. Next time we get to a new town that sells new clothes. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm in a good place level-wise. I have not had any issues being under-leveled in this playthrough. Hey, I mean, Ben, what else are you gonna do when you're at a volcano? So here's the thing, Callie. I want to know what male clothing options are like. Because I enjoy the dress-up portion of every game, regardless. And I want to explore those options. Yeah, so... yeah, weird volcano design. They give you a shortcut to the top before you've done it. And then a very short optional route back to the bottom. Alright, so let's do this totem thing. Time for the best totem challenge in the game. So yeah, anything involving dancing usually has my approval. But it's basically a spot the difference game, but it's super duper easy. And they realize that, and they lean into it. Ah, so close, but it was a flinch, alright. So these things are Ghost Fire type, I believe, which is dope as hell. I'm extremely into it. And it is appropriate for Marowak, given that Marowak has a long and studious history of being dead. Anyway, we can replace Bite. So I don't remember the last trial of this island. Is that the cooking trial? Is that also a scripted and goofy fun event? Or am I thinking of something on Third Island? Alright, second dance. So good. Also, it's worth noting, I believe we just saw it ever so briefly, that that technically they are standing still, and yes, they can blink while if you wait on this screen, which is great. Also, I guess this captures humans as well. What are you looking at, butthead? It's so much more prominent in 3D. Bam. So if I remember right, this trial in Ultra Moon actually introduces the hiker earlier than in Original Moon. I think the hiker was an addition in the last round of it before. Yeah, it was just, yeah. What had you said, I think? So good. They're so clearly having fun. Both the creators of the game and the people doing the trial. Alright, so this should not be a problem, given that these are ghost type. And we got dark. Also, still outsped it, despite having a sharp speed rise. Gertrude hasn't done much. Yeah, in the original, the the difference was that the Salazzle and the hiker showed up. Hello, Salazzle. Whereas here they made it a little bit more competitive, but it's still easy and funny, which I'm into. Frame rate. Oh, don't torment me. Oh, now I can't use it twice in a row, right? Aw, gross. That's fair enough. That's fair enough, Hedgie. Honestly, this Salazzle might be a little bit more challenging than the Marowak. In part because I don't remember its typing. Is it like fire poison? Oh, rude. It's... Callie, you are literally just saying that, aren't you? You are specifically just saying that. Okay, fire poison. Okay, so in that case... Does, I'm more annoyed by that detect. So I don't want this thing to continue being alive. I'd much rather have it turn into a one-on-one. Alright, there we go. Alright, and we've got that experience boost now from the Pokemon refresh. So Donna's gonna get even more overpowered. I really love that when Donna does that, she's still in the just standing still animation, because her default animation isn't of her flying, so it's just completely unbelievable as an animation. There we go. Alright, and that's our second trial of this island and of this session. Man, if we manage to get super lucky and get a Houndour, this could be useful. You know, I hadn't consciously realized that getting these ride Pokemon directly after each trial is the equivalent of unlocking the HM capability from the badge. Like, I made the connection that these are the gyms and the ride Pokemon are the HMs, but I didn't quite make the connection of that immediate shift, replicating the immediate shift of previous generations. Right, immediate unlock. Alright. So we can now, I believe... fly back to various locales. And there's a whole bunch of fly spots, which is convenient. So we were gonna try to chain for an Umbreon, right? So let's grab ourselves an Adrenaline Orb. And then head to Route 4. Find an Eevee. Also, did Pelagos just get unlocked? Is that right? let's grab plenty, just in case. Oh, not quite. No Pelago yet. We might need to activate a cutscene or something. But I would love to have Pelago by the end of this session. Okay, gotta meet Moan by the gate. Alright, we'll do that. Once we catch ourselves an Umbreon. Oh, Route 4, right? Oopsie. We're not in the right place. Yep, backtracking. Alright, here we go. Route 4, looking for an Eevee. And I don't need to do anything fancy other than the Adrenaline Orb, right? If I SOS chain the EVs here at night, Umbreon will show up. I didn't heal, I should do that. I mean, I don't have False Swipe, so that won't help me. Status, however, I still don't have Paralysis or Sleep moves. I only have Poison, which means that Status is a risky gambit if I want to catch something. But, you know, we caught Gemini, alright. I realized that the Carbink Sableye situation was antagonistic. Whereas here, Umbreon will probably not attack the Eevee. So. Also, is Eevee a rare spawn here? Low % chance. %, okay. So this is one of those situations where if this were not a live stream, I would say, alright, now I'm just gonna edit until I find an Eevee, and then it would transition seamlessly, and there would be an Eevee. But that's not what we can do here. If I were super goofy, I would roll a d20 for every Pokemon here and see if I could find an Eevee or get a natural 20 first. There it is. See, I threatened them with D&D. Alright, and we're gonna grab that Adrenaline Orb. There we go. Don't you use your baby doll eyes. I'll use my scare... These attack drops might actually be helpful. So that I don't... Actually, no, they're not going to be helpful. I was going to say so that I don't KO too quick, but Umbreon's a tank. Alright, now we can start clearing things out. Alright, get comfortable. Get comfortable, everyone. So again, do I have a special attacker? So that could be really useful against these baby doll eyes. Alright, heck with it. Switching out. Actually, Squiddo with foul play, that'll run off the opponent's attack stat, right? So it won't even matter if he's baby doll-eyed. She is, sorry. And also, yeah, contrary. So, yes. Rude. Oh, and I have hypnosis. I can put things to sleep. I'll do that at some point. Also, don't want to put it to sleep yet, because that'll stop it from SOSing. So let's switch back. Good, that's the thing for me to remember. Things are not calling for help very often. Scary face only has 10 PP. Does it call more often when it's at low health? Is that a thing? Come on. Okay, how many lowered stages am I at? Only one lowered stage of attack, so I don't think I want to attack quite yet. Okay, well, again, I do not have False Swipe, Sean, so... Okay, so based on that damage, I think I can reasonably quick attack the right EV there and get it lower. Especially with that attack drop. As long as I don't crit. Okay, that should be fine. One more. Okay. Alright. That should be better. Man, its help isn't appearing very often. It's not calling super often, and it often does not get help, and I don't know what's up. Okay. It is calling for help more, though, looks like. Man, that's with minimum defense. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about IVs, again, because I'm not even going to use this Umbreon that we're going to all these lengths to catch. Yes, okay. But yeah, that'll be nice. Also, don't I get a lot of EVs from EVs? Don't I get a lot of EVs from chaining as well? Or am I mistaken there? If it's shiny, that is a big if. But sure, I'll take that. I'll take that agreement. If the Umbreon is shiny, I'll use it. Okay, and what EV do I get from EVs? Is it like speed? Because I could use speed. Yeah, it makes me wonder about all those people who, stream shiny hunting and whatnot. And it's like, what do you even say? What do you do? I imagine you listen to music. I think that's a thing. But special defense? I wonder why. Also, fun fact, these things have not attacked Zippy yet. Because Zippy is still in disguise. Those are two things, Callie, that I've never heard put together. I was not aware that raisins in cheesecake was a thing. I don't have ordinary cheesecake very often either, to be honest. Does anyone have any numbers on how frequently Umbreon shows up? Hey, you actually attacked. Good work. I wasn't super big on raisins when I was a young child. I found that they stuck together in the box, and I wasn't big on that. Yeah, does Bulbapedia have data on that? I feel like I looked, and it just listed what was available, but didn't give any numbers. That's frustrating. I assume it's rare. I hope it's not 1% rare. Because I'd put it on the same level as Salamence which would be ridiculous. I like that I can use Feint Attack, though. Gets around that Sand Attack. Oh man, chaining Larvesta for a Volcarona is kind of amazing. That's kind of hilarious. Alright, so the fact that I still have Feint Attack is cool, and I kind of want to use that for all it's worth, so I'm gonna heal a bit here. Got a good mileage there, Zippy. Oh man, Nightshade actually would have been kind of useful at this point, because it wouldn't be affected by the baby doll eyes. But that's okay. Feint Attack gets around the Sand Attack, so and Brick Break actually is super effective. So let's do that for a little bit. 5%. Okay, well, Eevee showing up was 5%. Then Umbreon showing up being 5% would be not too bad. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let's keep doing that. Oh, I really like that. Do I have any non-damaging moves? That I do not have, though, which is a problem. So we need to get around things a little bit. And you have non-damaging moves. No, you don't. Okay. So we're just going to switch to Donna. Do you have non-damaging moves? No. Okay. Baraticus does. Still have, like, 1 or 2 scary faces. Man, so many intricacies. I need something that's useless in order to accomplish my goal. Useless is unfair. It's not useless. There we go. Yeah, I'll probably need to end the stream after catching this thing. I would like to grab the Poképelago before I do that, before I end the stream, if possible. But I would also really like to, you know, catch this thing. So, I'm hoping that it shows up in the next 12 minutes. Oh, I could use Shadow Sneak as a non-damaging move, because it's a normal type. I'll do that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that does say 5%. I believe it. Yeah, this is the future of entertainment. I mean, there is a statistically small, but nonetheless possible chance that an Umbreon will never show up and we will reach the heat death of the universe. It's possible. I don't think that'll happen, though. Do I need to threaten to break out the D20 again? I may need to do that. Oh, that's true. Sean, you know things about SOS encounters. Does it need to be this original Eevee? Or can I KO that one while another one is out and it will continue the chain? I can KO and swap? Alright, let's KO and swap. Just in case. Punishment? What's that all about? More than... nah. Woo. Careful. Alright. Looks like I'm probably not getting this one into the red, but that's alright. Sean, did they not fix that for the Ultra games? They didn't fix the 255 error? They must have known. I mean, I'm pretty sure Game Freak did eventually fix the unintended gender thing with Meryl to Azumarill, right? I think that did get fixed. Eventually. That was an accidental fix? What do you mean that was... I ask again, how do you accidentally fix that? Much like how I ask, you accidentally screw up the appearance ratios. How do you accidentally fix an issue like that? Okay. Game no longer checks the PID upon evolution. So they, in attempting to fix another error, they fixed another error? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh man, this thing's gonna be a couple hits to take care of. Alright, Umbreon, we're running out of time. Make yourself known. Hedgie, you brought this upon us. This was you, I think. No, if I were really driven, I would get the Umbreon off screen or something. You don't mind if I just, like, watch the latest episodes of JoJo's while I do this, or... I'm bothering because Hedgie made me. Hedgie bullied me into doing this. And I succumb to peer pressure very easily. Oh yeah, no, it'd be muted and off screen. I'd like pull out my iPad or something. Alright, I'm gonna scroll back and see exactly what you said to pressure me. Alright, I found it. Here's the extremely incriminating evidence that definitely proves that you're pressuring me. So, question. Will you not just catch an Umbreon at all? I know you won't use it, but it can always be put in the bean fields. Smoking gun evidence. What's with the, like, calling and failing thing? Like, clearly I want it to call more. That's why I use the item that causes it to call more. What is exactly the purpose of having it not succeed in that situation? Is there a situation for them SOS chain aficionados in which they would want a Pokemon to call and fail? Running out of Shadow Sneaks. I have to switch to Donna and use Astonish instead. See, now I'm committed to this. Ugh. I think I'm gonna KO this one once it calls a new one. I think I want to make sure that it can go down to red, just for that increased call possibility. Yeah. So let's KO this one. Hey, wait a second. I wanted to attack the other one. Pangoro, I feel even less reason to do it. Crawdaunt, I might. Because that would actually be something I might want to use on the team. Yeah, I much prefer chaining in Let's Go. It's much more enjoyable. All right. Yeah, I mean, again, if somehow... We wanna... Nah. If somehow that Umbreon is shiny, we'll do it. And yeah, we're over 2 hours, I know. But, we're stuck in this. We're trapped. Dark, I believe, was special in Gen 3, I think. It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure Steel was introduced as physical and Dark was introduced as special, I think. But it's been a long time, so... Alright, I got one more Shadow Sneak, and then Donna's coming in with Astonish. Alright. So, I mean, here's the thing. It's not that I have to physically spend time uploading this video. It's that YouTube takes longer to process videos that are over 2 hours. I actually noticed for the most recent one, it was still, it took a long time. So, it's okay. Or as some people like him, some people don't. I think it kind of is a similar situation to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a little bit, in my mind, in that they introduce a lot of different ways to catch a lot of different Pokemon, especially legendaries. And it kind of caters a bit to that crowd. I don't think they're as interesting as Heart Gold and Soul Silver as remakes. They are, I think, more faithful to the original aesthetic of Ruby and Sapphire, whereas Heart Gold Soul Silver really was transformative in both visuals and music. And yeah, it doesn't follow the Emerald storyline, it follows Ruby and Sapphire with an Emerald-esque epilogue, which not as good in most people's eyes. They're fine. They're fine games. I think they're better than X and Y, because they're based on better games than X and Y. Also, my ultimate nitpick is that they had to put loading in between sections of the ocean, and indeed sections of the overall map, which makes the world no longer seamless. Alright, this accuracy business ain't great. Alright, if the next Pokemon that it calls is not an Umbreon, we're ditching. If it is not an Umbreon next time around, we are gonna go grab the Poképelago and call it a night. Because this is something that I could absent-mindedly do on my own, but it's not something that I particularly want to stream, and it's not really gonna benefit the playthrough as a whole in the long term. So I think we're basically good on this, and possibly in the future we'll do it for Crawdaunt, since I might actually want to use a Crawdaunt. So again, it gets one more chance, one last call. One last call that actually calls something, I should say. Alright, we're done. Peace out. Got a bunch of special defense EVs. Alright. So let's go grab the Poképelago. Yeah, I could do that, Sean, but it's the principle of the matter. Alright, so this is Mon, who I didn't realize the first time I played through regular Moon, actually has deep lore implications. More on that at some point. So the Poképelago, we'll just show it off a little bit. Oh, was that only introduced in Ultra games? Oh, that explains why I didn't catch it. Alright, so you can basically grind for beans, and with more beans comes the possibility for more islands. So, we can pick them up from the ground, like so. We can shake the beanstalk for a variety of beans. And a hot tip from the chat is that if I shake it one more time, I'll get a rainbow bean. I'm not getting a rainbow bean. But here's a hot tip from me. You can hold it down. You don't have to poke individually for each bean. I did not realize that for quite a while. Isle of Beans. Oh, there's more beans. Oh, did they put a cap on how many beans can be on the ground at once? There's a rainbow bean. I wonder if these beans are all built up from the past, like, month plus of streaming. Lots of rainbow beans. Right, so this is my my bean obsession. This is why I genuinely really enjoy Poképelago. It's because I enjoy picking up the beans. It is soothing. It is mindless. It's satisfying. It's the same thing. It's like collecting shiny things in Spectrobe's Origins, or in Xenoblade Chronicles X. Okay, 3 rainbow beans for max affection. That's pretty good. That's a good exchange rate. This appeals to the monkey brain. Man, how many rainbow beans do I have at this point? 10. Pretty soon I'll be able to max everybody's affection. There it is! Oof, that's a lot of beans. Alright, so we have some of our Pokemon just hanging out on the island, which is great. We can attract more Mons by doing this. And possibly get a Houndour, who knows. And then, can we develop any islands? Oh, I need Pokemon in my boxes to develop islands. Okay. Am I gonna have to transfer from my living dex? Okay. Can't develop anything yet, unfortunately. I may do something about that off screen or something. Anyway. That's a quick introduction to the Poképelago. And I think that's a good place for us to leave it. So, thank you all for watching this extended bonus chaining stream. And I will see you all next week. Might be a little bit late clockwise next week. I have a meeting after school. But I should be there nonetheless. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Alola!